10 Poor Countries with Provocative Single Older Women Due to Lack of Men.
Please watch to the end.
Last part will shock you. Have you ever wondered which poor countries surprisingly have the most single older women due to a lack of men? Brace yourself for some startling revelations. Around the globe, demographic patterns are shifting. Factors like war, migration, disease, 024, and even cultural norms have created an unexpected demographic. Single older women in some of the world's poorest countries. It's a phenomenon that's both fascinating and heart-wrenching. In many of these countries, the scarcity of men has led to high numbers of unmarried older women. This can be due to various reasons, from men seeking employment overseas to a higher mortality rate among men, and even gender imbalances at birth. These patterns don't just affect the women left single, but also the wider communities and societies, impacting everything from family structures to economies. It's a complex issue with far-reaching implications. Now, let's delve into the countdown of the top 10 poor countries with the most single older women. But wait, before we begin, please subscribe to ensure that you never miss out on any of my crucial content. Comment "I subscribe" below, and I will personally welcome you to our community. Let's get started. Starting off our countdown at number 10 is Bangladesh. This vibrant South Asian nation, known for its lush green landscapes and intricate textiles, also has a less-known facet. It's the high number of single older women. A complex interplay of socioeconomic conditions, cultural norms, and gender disparity contributes to this phenomenon. The socioeconomic fabric of Bangladesh is marked by poverty, which disproportionately affects women, especially those who are older and single. Cultural norms compound the issue. The societal expectation for women to marry young and maintain the home means many are left with limited opportunities to gain independence or financial stability. Gender disparity further exacerbates the situation. The male-dominated society often leaves women, particularly those who are older and single, marginalized and vulnerable. These are not just numbers or statistics. They are stories of resilience and strength, stories that need to be heard and addressed. Moving on, the next country on our list might surprise you. Coming in at number 9, we have Haiti. The vibrant Caribbean nation of Haiti, known for its rich culture and history, is also home to a significant number of single older women. One cannot ignore the impact of the devastating earthquakes and hurricanes that have rocked the nation in the past decades. The aftermath of these natural disasters has left many women widowed and alone. Additionally, the country's political instability has led many Haitian men to seek opportunities abroad, leaving behind mothers, wives, and daughters. The resulting gender imbalance has inevitably led to a higher number of single, older women. Haiti's economy, heavily dependent on remittances from abroad, further compounds the situation. With limited job opportunities, many women find themselves in a cycle of poverty, adding another layer of complexity to their single status. These unique factors create a poignant picture of resilience and strength among Haiti's older single women. Next up, we have a country from the African continent. Ranking 8th on our list is Ethiopia. In this East African nation, a myriad of factors contribute to the high number of single older women. To begin with, economic hardship is a significant factor. The country is predominantly agrarian, and the lack of financial security often leads men to migrate in search of work, leaving behind a large population of women. Then there are the cultural practices. In some parts of the country, early marriage is prevalent, which often leads to early widowhood. Additionally, the taboo associated with remarriage for widows further contributes to the high number of single older women. Finally, the country's tumultuous political history, marked by civil wars and conflicts, has resulted in a significant loss of male population, leaving behind a disproportionate number of women. In Ethiopia, these factors interweave to create a society where many older women find themselves alone. We're not done with Africa yet. Stay tuned for the next country. At number 7, we find the Democratic Republic of Congo. This vast, resource-rich country in the heart of Africa is home to a considerable population of single older women. The reasons behind this are complex and multifaceted. The Democratic Republic of Congo, often known as DRC, has been plagued by ongoing conflicts and health crises for decades. The turbulence of war and strife has led to a significant shortage of men, leaving many women without partners in their later years. Additionally, the health crises, particularly the Ebola outbreak, have had a devastating impact on the population, reducing the number of potential partners for these women. Despite the hardships, these women demonstrate incredible resilience and strength, often becoming the backbone of their communities. They are unsung heroes, working tirelessly to provide and care for their families. Now, let's head to Asia for our next country. Coming in at number 6 is Afghanistan, a country where the echoes of war and cultural practices have shaped the lives of its inhabitants, particularly its women. The prolonged conflict, coupled with the traditional gender roles, has left a significant number of older women in Afghanistan without partners. 541. The war has tragically claimed the lives of many men, leaving behind a demographic imbalance. The women, often left to support families single-handedly, are left with fewer opportunities for remarriage. Additionally, the deeply rooted traditions and customs in Afghanistan society also contribute to this situation. Women are often expected to stay widows, honoring their late husbands, rather than seeking a new life partner. Despite these challenges, Afghan women continue to persevere, demonstrating an indomitable spirit that is truly inspiring. Their resilience and strength are a testament to their enduring hope for a better future. Our countdown continues with another Asian country. Halfway through our countdown, at number 5 is Nepal. Nestled in the heart of the Himalayas, this country's rich cultural heritage is marred by a distressing trend, a high number of single older women. This is largely due to two intertwined factors: poverty and gender. Discrimination. Nepal, despite its breathtaking landscapes and vibrant traditions, is one of the world's poorest countries. This economic hardship disproportionately affects women, particularly as they age. Widows, often blamed for their husbands' deaths, find themselves ostracized, struggling to make ends meet. In addition to poverty, deep-rooted gender discrimination further compounds the problem. Women, especially those of older age, are often seen as burdens rather than productive members of society. This, coupled with the preference for male children, leaves a large number of older women single and unsupported. These factors create a difficult environment for older women in Nepal, a situation that urgently needs attention and action. We're heading back to Africa for the next country. Coming in at number 4, we have Mozambique. Now, Mozambique presents a unique case. Like many of its counterparts on this list, the country has been grappling with a multitude of challenges that have significantly impacted the demographic we're discussing today: single older women. Firstly, health crises, particularly HIV and AIDS, have had a profound impact. With a disproportionate number of men affected, many women are left to fend for themselves in their later years. This, coupled with economic instability, has compounded the issue. Mozambique's economy, heavily reliant on agriculture, is susceptible to natural disasters and market fluctuations. This economic uncertainty has led to a lack of financial security for many, particularly for older single women. In a society where traditional gender roles still hold sway, these women often find themselves in precarious situations, battling not just poverty, but also societal expectations and stigmas. Stay tuned as we reveal the top 3 countries. Before we continue, can I beg a little favor? If you're liking what you're hearing, show us some love by pressing that like button. And hey, if you want to be in the loop for our fantastic upcoming videos, make sure to press subscribe and ring that bell so you're always in the know. Oh, and one more thing. Drop a quick subscribe down in the comments, and I'll make sure to offer you a warm welcome to our amazing family. Alright, enough of that. Let's keep the conversation flowing. Ranking third on our list is Burundi. This East African nation is not only one of the poorest in the world, but also has a high rate of single older women. The reasons behind this are manifold, with socio-political instability playing a major role. Burundi has been through decades of civil unrest, which has significantly affected the male population. This has resulted in a gender imbalance, leaving many older women without partners. Moreover, health issues, particularly HIV/AIDS, have further exacerbated this situation. The country's poor economic conditions also mean that many men migrate in search of better opportunities, leaving behind wives and mothers who become heads of households. These women often find themselves struggling to make ends meet with limited resources and opportunities. This combination of socio-political instability, health issues, and economic challenges contributes to the high number of single older women in Burundi. Making it the third country on our list, we're down to the last two countries on our list. At number 2, we find South Sudan. South Sudan, the world's youngest country, has been marred by conflict and economic hardship since its independence in 2011. This turbulent history has resulted in a high number of single older women. The ongoing civil unrest has led to a significant loss of male population, leaving a disproportionate number of women without partners. This is further exacerbated by the traditional patriarchal society, where women are generally expected to be homemakers rather than breadwinners, limiting their opportunities for financial independence. Economic hardship is another contributing factor. With limited resources and employment opportunities, many men migrate in search of work, leaving behind their families. This trend has resulted in an increase in the number of households headed by women. Despite these challenges, the women of South Sudan continue to show resilience and strength, holding the fabric of their communities together. And finally, the number 1 country on our list is, and the country topping our list with the highest number of single older women due to lack of men, is the Central African Republic. Nestled in the heart of Africa, the Central African Republic, or CAR, is a landlocked nation facing a myriad of challenges. The country has been marred by conflict for decades, leading to a significant decrease in the male population. This in turn has contributed to the high number of single older women. Poverty is another contributing factor, with the majority of the population living below the poverty line. Many men leave in search of better opportunities, leaving behind women who then become the head of the household. Health crises, too, have played a part. Diseases such as HIV, AIDS, and malaria have a higher mortality rate among men, further skewing the gender balance. These factors combined have led to an unsettling reality for older women in the Central African Republic facing life without a partner. This concludes our countdown. It's a sobering reminder of the challenges faced by older women in these countries. We've journeyed through 10 countries, each with their unique challenges and circumstances contributing to the high number of single older women. From Bangladesh's struggle with gender equality to Haiti's socio-economic crisis, from Ethiopia's cultural norms to Democratic Republic of Congo's internal conflicts, each story has been a profound testament to resilience and strength in Afghanistan, Nepal, Mozambique, Burundi, South Sudan, and finally Central African Republic. We've seen how poverty and societal norms have shaped the lives of countless women, leaving them single in their later years. These narratives aren't just stories. They're a call to action. They're a plea for change, for compassion, and for understanding. They are a reminder that every woman, regardless of her age or marital status, deserves respect, dignity, and the right to lead a fulfilling life. Thank you for joining us in this enlightening journey. Please share this video to raise awareness about this pressing issue. Remember, knowledge is power.